Hey, what's up guys, it's Offbeat here with the making of my latest video, Even the Score. So Even the Score is very different to the other videos from my album so far in that it's the first one that is animated as opposed to live action. If you've been a follower of mine for a while though, you may recognise the style of artwork as being similar to an older track that I did called Prohibition a couple of years ago, and that's because the artwork is by the same artist. So the artist's name is Tom Barton, and I love his style so much that I knew I wanted to bring him back in to work on this video, and it's one of my favourite tracks on the album, so I had a really strong vision in my head of how I wanted it to look, and I just knew that Tom was the right guy for the job. So before I could get Tom to start working on it, I had to do a rough storyboard to get an idea of how many panels I need him to illustrate. I went through the song and did a very rough sketch of each frame with a description underneath, and it turned out there were about 100 panels in total, so once we knew that, he was able to give me a price and we could get started. Next up I found various photos that I sent him for inspiration, and there were lots of things that I had a very clear idea about how I wanted them to look, but it was also important for me that Tom put his own creative stamp on it as well. The other thing that I did was take reference photos of all the scenes that had me in, so he had a good likeness and something to go from, and I also sent him some pictures of Charlena as well to use for the choruses. So first up, Tom created rough sketches of his own, just to give an indication of the composition and the camera angles and stuff like that. Even though they're super rough, I still think there's so much life and character in these, and I knew straight away I'd made the right choice to hire him for this project. So once I confirmed I was happy with the sketches, he went away and converted them into line drawings, and that's when it really started to resemble the end product. I went back with a few tweaks, and then once they were all signed off, he did the final stage, which was adding colour to them, and again that just gave it a whole new dimension of life and atmosphere. So here you can see a couple of panels going all the way from sketch through to the final colour and see the evolution of the images. So once Tom had completed all the artwork, it was down to me to do the animation and actually turn it all into a video. Luckily, this is what I've been doing as a day job for the past 2 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the software After Effects and I knew what I needed to do. So Tom had created all the artwork in Photoshop, and I asked him to send me the full file so I could pull apart the different layers and animate them. So I imported these into After Effects, and then I was able to animate each of the layers to give the scene a sense of movement and take it from the static drawings and turn it into more of a motion comic. So the final step was going through it all and adding the lyrics, and then once I'd done that, it was finally ready. So the whole animation process took about 2 weeks in total, and it was a bit of a labour of love, to be honest. Like I say, this is one of my favourite tracks on the album, so it was really important to me to get the video right, and also fortunately I just left my 9-to-5 job when I started doing this, so not only did I have the time, it was actually a bit of a celebration to be able to spend that much time on it that I wouldn't have previously had. So that's more or less it for this making of. What do you guys think? Would you like to see more animated videos like this? Would you like to see more by the same artist in the same kind of style? Or would you like to see something completely different, and if so, what? Let me know in the comments, because I'm planning to do at least one more animated video for the album, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. So thanks very much for watching guys, I hope you've enjoyed this making of, and I will catch you very soon. Peace!